Well, hello, everybody. It's Hal Sweasey here with your San Luis Obispo County real estate market update for December 2025. Can't believe it's already here. Today, I want to walk you through where the numbers stand right now in the marketplace, plus two major trends that are shaping our local housing market as we head towards the end of this year. So let's kind of start with the numbers. Across the county here in San Luis Obispo, inventory continues to rise. We're sitting at about 420 active listings, which is up a little over 8% from this time last year. So what this does is it gives buyers more choices and it puts more pressures on sellers to be realistic in their price. We're noticing also pending sales are up virtually 10%. So we went from about 125 pendings at this time last year to 137. So where buyers are writing offers, but here's the catch. The number of homes actually sold is down about 17%. So we went from about 157 down to 130 year over year. So that tells us while the activity is happening, these deals, getting these homes sold is taking longer and not as many offers are getting accepted and making it to the finish line of a closed escrow. Okay. We're also seeing steady but modest growth in new listings. About 105 listings came on the market. It's about 4 or 5% more than the 100 we had this time last year. So when you dig into specific cities, the theme is pretty consistent. We have higher days on the market, higher days on the market in almost every community. And it takes longer for us to discover value, meaning the slower the sales happen, the more it's harder, the more difficult it is to find what we call price discovery. So there's a significant number of price reductions going, especially in towns like San Luis, Morro Bay, Pismo Beach, Rio Grande, and Paso. And then you take the higher end areas like Avila and Templeton, they're showing the longest market times we've seen this year. So all combined, the numbers are telling us we're in a price-sensitive, negotiation-friendly market where buyers have more leverage than they did, and they've had in several years. One of the biggest shifts happening right now is in buyer psychology. Okay, even though interest rates haven't moved dramatically in the past few months, buyers are starting to behave differently. Okay, they're slower, they're more cautious, they're more selective. Okay. And homes that are priced well and show well in good condition still move, often very quickly and often with multiple offers. But even homes that miss the mark on price by even 3 to 5% can just sit. So our entry level that we hit the market in as a seller is critically important, more so than ever. So buyers know that inventory is up. They know they have choices and they're not afraid to walk away and wait for the right fit. This means sellers can't rely on the old pattern of, hey, let's just, it doesn't hurt to list it high and we can adjust it later. It's kind of backfiring on people. So the homes that sell today are the ones that come on the market. They launch with a strong pricing strategy, great condition, and a clear value story that people can see. Because the buyers, as I've said, are really doing their due diligence. The third trend we're watching closely is the growing gap between what homes are listed for and what they sell for. We call that the listing price to sale price ratio. So used to be over 100%. So now it's been lower. So across the county, we're seeing more price reductions. In fact, over half the homes on average, depending on the location, are getting reduced every month. That's half that are on the market are having reductions. So that's not uncommon. We're seeing higher days on the market. And again, a greater spread between what properties list for and the final sales price. So the widening gap that we're seeing there is in a period that tells us where market is in a period of kind of recalibration. So I see sellers are adjusting their expectations and buyers are negotiating more aggressively. And in some neighborhoods like, say, Templeton, Avila Beach, parts of the coast, we're seeing the biggest price corrections we've had year over year. So what's the good news? Homes that are priced correctly coming out of the gate when they come on the market still quickly sell at or above list price. But again, those days of testing the market and trying optimistic pricing 5-10% above the market, it's going to be a tough go. Those days are behind us for now. So what does it all mean for our clients, our buyers and sellers? Whether you're buying, whether you're selling, this market rewards real strategy, not guesswork. I have to spend so much more time now trying to advise a seller on where the price of a property is. Obviously, the same thing with buyers. They've done more of their homework a lot of the times. So if you're a seller, the right price, preparation, condition can help you rise above the competition And if you're a buyer, that's a rare window where you have options, more negotiating room, and ability to be selective. So I'm Hal Sweasey. Thanks again for joining us on this month's market update. If you have any questions or would like to talk about your specific situation, call us immediately, 805-781-3750, and we can give you a breakdown on your home's value and what's happening in your area. Thanks so much, and have a great holiday season.